Hello, loan officer friends. Michael Fisher and Mr. TJ Barker coming to you today to talk a little bit about loan officer acceleration. Many of our friends asking what's going on with loan officer acceleration. We talked to you in the past. We've seen you online. We've seen you hang out with some of our friends. And we hear this is kind of cool. You guys are doing a lot of stuff on videos, social media, single property websites. What do I need to know? How is this going to help me change my business? TJ is going to talk a little bit about it, and we, at the end of this call, might ask you to reach out to us for more info. What do we got, TJ?
So Loan Officer Acceleration, or as we like to call it, LOA. It is we call it a marketing course. Might be a good way to do it, but it's so much more than that. But it is it's a program where we work with loan officers. Where I shouldn't say we work with loan officers. Where a group of loan officers work together, right, to take today's technology, social media, video, lead generation, database management, automated follow-up, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? And use it to build new and profitable real estate relationships and do it quickly. So the way we structured LOA is it's really built off of, I'd say the main course, right, Fish? The main course is really built off of a 3-month program that's going to take you from the beginnings, which is organic, lead generation, branding, prospecting new real estate agents. Then it's going to take you to month number 2, which is kind of the sizzle. It's the exciting part, right? It's all that's like generating new home buyer leads and property marketing and, loan officer leads. By the way, the mortgage leads, right? How many people are interested in going on Facebook and applying for a mortgage, Fish?
The ones that have really, really bad credit and can't qualify.
Right. So look, if you get nothing else out of watching this video, when you see somebody trying to sell you mortgage leads based off of Facebook, you're going to get the guys with really bad credit. So take this out of it. Market the home, not the loan. And that's what we focus on. And we start utilizing that philosophy to build these profitable real estate relationships. Then finally, into month number 3, it's where we really focus on building your name and your brand in your local community as the expert marketer, as the go-to person for any type of lead generation, social media, things like that. So when the realtors are in their meetings and people are talking to them like, you got to start using Facebook. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but Facebook's really up and coming. They know who to go to. So that's kind of the quick overview of what LOA is, Fish. Do me a favor though, man. Like, talk to a little bit about some of the results that some of the folks who have joined LOA have had.
Absolutely, TJ. Now, before I do that,
without naming names.
I'm not going to name names. No, but before I do that, so many people think that they can stay at their desk and they can transform their business to a business where they don't have to answer their phone, where they can hire people to do their work for them, where they don't ever have to go out and shake hands, kiss babies, or God forbid, make videos or do presentations. So if that's you, just press stop and keep believing that and just do what you're doing.
Wait a second. Wait. You mean we don't have the magic email follow-up campaign?
We don't have the magic email that fills up your bank account. No, we do not have that. What we have is a bunch of loan officers. Loan officers, get that, not marketers who heard it was a good idea to sell leads to loan officers, but loan officers who have successfully adapted to today's technology, videos, Facebook, things of that nature, who network with us, who share their strategies with us, who ultimately work in larger groups for the better good of the loan officer community to help you figure out what to do next as the technology comes at us. We don't have a magic app there. I can't just pick up my phone and put money in my bank account because a big bank told me, well, hey, if I hire you, TJ, you press this button, you're just going to make money. I wish it was that easy. It's not.
Me too. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Nope. But I can tell you, if you pay attention and if you go through the modules, you're going to have results like some of the loan officers that are in our program. We have folks who have literally been a single loan officer on the shelf at a bank, turn around and literally build an entire branch with multiple loan officers because of the power of what we're teaching. The ability to help real estate agents with their business, with marketing, with lead generation, and to teach them how to be better at serving the folks that they work with is the best way we found to build long-term relationships. So in today's world, if you're struggling to build quality relationships Ask yourself what you're doing to give back to those that you're asking to be in a relationship with you. If you're giving back nothing, if you can't help them be better at what they do, if you don't know how to explain the technologies that everybody else is using, at some point, somebody else that's in one of our programs will. And, I hate to say it that way, but this is the way of the world. This is the way of the future. So it's time for you to join some of the folks and some of our friends in our program who have learned how to, like TJ said, build lists, make effective videos, use single property websites, create value for all those that are buying and selling because they understand how to use social media. Now, TJ, how do folks get more information? How do they get started? What do they do next? I mean, there's links and things like that on this page.
Yeah, something I think the easiest way, obviously you can just go to the Loan Officer Acceleration Facebook page. Check us out there. We've got links there under the Join Now tab where you can go ahead and you can find out a little bit more about this. You can go ahead and contact us. Heck, if you want to give me a call, go ahead, 410-241-1622. I'll put it out there. I'll be more than happy to speak to anybody. If you need assistance, if you're not sure where you want to be or where you are and where you're going, I was just thinking, Fish, and this is off script, I apologize, but, as of the day that we're recording this, we're in a situation where we broke into 200-day moving average from as far as the mortgage bonds go, which means that interest rates are going to continue to go up at this point. So I know a lot of people for about the past 9 months, almost a year now, since President Trump has been elected, we're still squeezing out refinances, right? Still getting by doing refis. Well, I got to say, those days are probably quickly going away. Wouldn't you agree, Fish?
Yeah, the days of counting on 70% of your business being refinances. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. And by the way, look, I'm a guy who loves refis. I would sit there if I could do it all day long. I absolutely would. Yeah, I have no. Fish is a little different than me. Fish likes to go ahead and do the more hands you shake, more money you make approach. He likes to do that. Me, I'd be very content to sit there, answer calls on my cell phone, pitch a refi, have my assistant go ahead and send a pack out and take that approach. But it's not working that way. So look, if you're a loan officer who has been in that refinance world and you're looking to transition into the purchase business because you're afraid you don't know what's going to happen with your pipeline over the next months, years, this is a great opportunity for you to get in. Extremely inexpensive. And by the way, you're dealing with two guys who have been on both sides of the business. Fish comes from the purchase world. I come from the refi world. I successfully transitioned my business from refinance into purchase, utilizing the strategies we have here in LOA. And when I say inexpensive, Fish, what are we talking about? $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month?
TJ, the last thing in the world we want to do is to keep the loan officer community in the dark by limiting the number of folks that can benefit from what we're teaching. Our mission is to help the loan officer community be better at what they do, be more engaged with the real estate community, and to ultimately serve the folks in their community to the best of their abilities. So we've decided that we want to keep the expense of joining our program as low as possible. $199 for the first 2 months. We ask that you try to give us at least 90 days. We'll drop it down to the third month to $99. If you want to stay in after that, go ahead. We have folks that have been in our program for a year now, and they're on almost every single call that we do. So just so that you know what you're going to get, we have a login course that's going to walk you through lesson by lesson. The first few months are a little bit simpler, but like TJ said, we get into deep stuff fairly quickly. We have a support group. We have a chat conversation. We have document sections. We have weekly motivation and training calls. So you want to be part of it, click one of the links, call TJ. Either way, reach out to us. We'd love to have you associated with us. We'd love to help you build your business.
Hey, and last thing, Fish, on those weekly calls, is that you and I talking and trying to motivate people?
Sometimes, but what I try to do is find folks who are dedicated to building the loan officer community nationwide and truly want to give back. We pull in some of the best producers from all over the country. I mean, we've had several $100 million producers on our calls, sharing their best practices and tips. We talk to them in advance. We try to bring as much value as we can to the loan officers that are in our program.
Yeah, don't say you try, buddy, because you do. We have, like I said, these are people who are where we all want to be, sharing what it takes to get there, how they do it. It's that alone is certainly worth the price of admission. So, all right. Well, look, we appreciate it. So we'd love to have you join LOA truly is about loan officers helping other loan officers build their business. We know what everyone's going through. We know what it's like to take a 1003. We know what it's like to chase down conditions. We know what it's like to have to go ahead and beg a realtor to give us a shot. We've been there. It's a good group of people. We'd love to see you here.
See you guys on the other side. Of course, I got a phone call coming.
And you're still recording.
Seriously?